some like small stuff, and my fridge is already packed with food because everyone is buying extra food, so I'm buying extra food when I go out so that I'm not out too often. And so I found these. The problem is, I remember when I originally bought them, why I didn't use them that much is because it's a little bit of a struggle, and I'm going to show you. So I put these here. The idea of it is cool, but the functionality of it is a little bit difficult. So I have some cheese here. Put them in. The cheese in here, and they're supposed to stack on top of each other, which makes it easy for storage in the fridge. But I'm just gonna put the cheese, and I'm gonna show you how it works. So here we have this here like this. It goes, and then it snaps with these two things right here. So what you have to do is make sure that there's nothing on the edge of it, but snapping it, it's always a little difficult, and it doesn't always snap, as you can see. So this is one thing I don't like about it, is because it seems like you can't really still not snap. See that? So see where I have the food, it's like you have to make sure that it fits exactly in just this middle part for it to close. And sometimes it still won't even close. So I'm going to do it again, show you, see if it closes this time. And it's a little bit of a nuisance to use. So I guess that's why I didn't use it again. So there we go. I snap it in. Now let's see if I could get it to close. That was the issue that I didn't use them before. Just trying to get it to close is a bit of an issue. So that's that. Finally closed with the cheese in it, right? So I'm gonna try one more thing. Let's see if it works. So you guys know I'm a real estate agent, right? And a lot of the times, every situation doesn't fit every buyer. Like these things, they don't fit. Things are not always what they seem, right? So I had a buyer ask me, or actually tell me one time, that his friend had his seller pay all his closing costs. So I was like, really? The seller paid all of your friend's closing costs? Yeah, he paid all the closing costs. I was like, okay, that's really interesting. And he just gave the buyer $10,000 in closing costs. I said, okay, there's one of few ways that can happen. Okay, so this is the shrimp. This is what I had, a shrimp salad. One of few ways that can happen for the seller to pay closing costs. There is something called a seller's concession. With the seller's concession, the idea of it is the seller is going to allow you to finance part of your closing costs. So in essence, in that case, the seller is not paying your closing costs. They're not giving you anything. They're allowing you to put your closing costs on top of the purchase price. And that has to be approved also by your lender, by the seller. See, the shrimp fit really nice in here. So that was pretty good. By the lender and the seller. So let's say you're buying a house, you need an extra $10,000 for closing costs because you don't have that additional money. You'll say to the seller, I want to do that. And when you put your purchase price and your offer together, you would add that additional $10,000 on top of the purchase price. Your purchase price is $400,000. Now it's going to be $410,000. The trick is the house must appraise for $410,000. Let's say the house doesn't appraise for $410,000 and appraise for $405,000. Then you have to come up. You have to have that additional $5,000. So seller's concession, people always get this misconceived idea that the seller is giving them closing costs. Listen, we all know nothing's free, okay? Absolutely nothing is free. There's always some way around that you're going to pay for it in the end, right? So the seller's concession, you're financing it. You're financing your closing costs on top of the purchase price. So please remember that when you hear people say the sellers are going to pay my closing costs, just find out exactly how that's going to work, because they're not paying your closing costs for you and they're not giving you anything free. They can give you credits per se. Let's say there's something that needs to be fixed in the house and they don't want to fix it, but they'll say, you know what, we'll give you a credit for you to go get it fixed. That's a different story. But still, you have to fix that particular item. So it's not free money. Something still needs to be done with the money, right? So I'm going to try right now I don't eat pork. I'm a pescatarian. This is my son's bacon. So when I used this before, this was what I used it before, and it fit really well here with the bacon. Everything else was kind of a struggle to get it to fit in. So I want to show you this last one with the bacon. See, it fits nicely in here. But like I was saying, with everything, you really have to understand the details, understand how it really works before you decide to take advice or opinions of others. Definitely rely on professionals for the information that you're going to get when it comes to home buying, purchasing a home. Make sure you have all the right information. And again, I always say I advocate for people to learn and understand every process that they're going to get involved in before they do that. So there's so many moving parts to purchasing a home. You want to make sure you understand each and every part. You want to make sure you have the right advice, you have the right person at your side helping you, the right professional, me, and doing it the right way. So see, the bacon, it wasn't that hard for me to get the bacon into this because this is like the easiest thing that it fits in. So I have the bacon, I have my shrimp, which I had a shrimp salad for lunch, and I had cheese, which I love cheese, and the cheese fit. It was a struggle. For me to get the cheese in here, it was kind of a struggle because it's a little bulky, but then they fit just like this, and you stuff it in the fridge, which is pretty cool, but just know you can't put too many things in here. I order things online a lot, and I won't say a lot of the times. A few times I'm disappointed with the products that I get because they don't always do what they say they're going to do. But this one, if I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I want to say I'd give it a 6. I'd give it a 6. It's just functionality, locking it in is a little bit of a struggle. But anyway, guys, I just want to share that with you. I'm Marsha Duke, your local real estate agent girl. And don't forget, tune in on Friday. That's tomorrow at 8 p.m. We're going to have some fun, play some games, do some more talking. I have 2 wonderful guests that I'm going to have on live with me. So you guys have a nice evening. Take care. Be safe. See you again. Bye.